I'm gonna say something that might trigger some people, and that is that if you want to manifest more money, more abundance into your life, stop trying to manifest money and start to build something instead. You might be thinking, but Julia, you have lots of videos about money manifestation. Have you changed your mind? What's going on? And that's true. I have lots of videos on how to heal your money blocks, your limiting beliefs about money. And this is also very important. But a big part of manifesting money is using the law of inspired action. And that's where many spiritual people go wrong, that I've noticed. Because here's the truth. Money isn't a vibration you wait for. It's a byproduct of value. As a life purpose coach, I work with so many beautiful spiritual people. And I also have friends and old friends, acquaintances who all want to start a business, start sharing their voice, their gifts online, which is beautiful. And they're really good at the spiritual part of this. So they say their affirmations daily, they journal, they're healing their limiting money beliefs. This is all super beautiful. But then I've noticed for many of them, it ends there. And then when it comes time to actually start building whatever they're building, whether that's a YouTube channel, a business, whatever it is, that's when they freeze. And what many will say is that I'm not feeling a pull, or there's something else that I'm working through right now. And I have one friend like that, and she has wanted to start a business for years now that I've known her. And we've drifted apart, we're no longer friends. But last time I talked to her, she still wanted to start a business, and she would upload a podcast and then remove the podcast. She felt so self-conscious and just felt like, okay, this might not be the perfect time in my life. And I am super guilty of having done the same. When I first started my business, I procrastinated so much. Well, in fact, there was several years where I didn't even start the business. I just said, oh, one day I want to do this. But the market is looking oversaturated. I'm not expert enough. I need to learn more. All these excuses. And then when I finally did start my business, I procrastinated so much in the name of perfection that it's not ready yet. It needs to be better. I need to proofread. I need to tweak the fonts. And I wish I could just shake young Julia and just say, just take messy action. Just go full force towards your dreams. Start creating, start building. And when you do this, your limiting beliefs are going to fall away. And that is how you're going to manifest abundance and money into your life. And that brings us to truth number 1 that I wanted to share with you today. And that is that money doesn't respond to wishing. It responds to usefulness. Money flows where problems are solved, where transformation happens, where people are helped, where something real is exchanged, right? And there has to be this energy exchange. And if you're not actually putting stuff out there, whether that's content or baked goods, if you're a baker, whatever that is, you're not going to get that exchange of energy, that abundance back from the universe. You don't get paid for your vibration. I know you are a wise, old soul, light workers, but unfortunately, you don't get paid for that. You can be a light worker and absolutely broke. You get paid for what you build, the value that you create in society. And if you feel super overwhelmed, no idea what to build, no idea what your life purpose is, then check out my free guide, How to Find Your Life Purpose in 5 Simple Steps, a link in the description. Truth bomb number 2 is that manifestation without embodiment is fantasy. Real manifestation is not sitting and imagining. It's embodying a role. Entrepreneur, guide, teacher, creator, problem solver. Showing up, being vulnerable. For example, if you want to become a content creator, start sitting in front of the camera, create a little story, create a little video, and let it be messy. Take messy action. The video will be bad at first. If you look at the most successful YouTubers in the world, look at their oldest videos, they're all super cringy. You will learn with time, you will evolve. You need to stay when it's uncomfortable. When you're going through the cricket stage and you're getting 0 views or just a like from your mom. Everybody had to push through that at some stage in their journey. So really claim this role, whatever role that is for you. A fitness influencer, a chef, content creator, spiritual teacher. Own it. If people ask, what do you do? Say, I bake, I'm a chef, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a life coach. Even if you're not earning any money yet. Live like somebody, have the habits, put in the work, that somebody who's already where you want to be would do. That is what Arundhati did. Arundhati is probably the biggest spiritual YouTuber. And he said that in the beginning, when he was just starting out, he was filming a daily YouTube video when he was telling everybody that he's a YouTuber. And that identity shift really helped him to grow his YouTube quickly, really claiming that title. Truth bomb number 3 is that business is a spiritual practice. I would argue that building a business is one of the most spiritual paths you can take. It will show you your fear, your avoidance, your need for validation, your self-worth wounds, discipline issues, and your relationships with service. It forces soul alignment because you cannot sustain a business that is not real. And that is why I built what is now my only product, keeping it minimalist, Nomad Freedom Academy. So it's showing you how to share your gifts online. It shows you how to actually start a spiritual business that is in alignment with your soul. And the first chapter is mindset, because that is so important. It is such a spiritual journey, starting a business. So you need to release any limiting beliefs. But the rest of the program is messy action. Action, action, action. That is how you build abundance for yourself. That is how you build a 4-hour work week. That is how you stop trading time for money. So if you are ready to leave the hamster wheel, stop having a boss telling you what to do, create your delicious dream life, a soft, beautiful life. If that's what you want, then book a free business clarity call where you and one of our coaches will help you get unstuck, get clear on your niche, your purpose, and see if Nomad Freedom Academy is a fit for you. Link in the description. Now, why is it that people stay stuck in manifestation mode? Why are they not moving to action? Because it might sound obvious. And I believe the reason why spiritual people do this is because it feels safe, because there is no rejection, no learning curve, no visibility, no failure or hate comments. So you can feel spiritual and like you're making progress, like you're doing something productive without being vulnerable, without putting yourself out there. But safety doesn't create income, unfortunately, but service does. And you, my light worker, have so much wisdom to share with the world. And you don't need a double degree, a PhD, 5 certifications to feel worthy of that. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the people that you are helping. So whatever is your hobby, whatever you're nerdy about, you can teach that. That can be your niche. In fact, that should be your niche. Don't pick your niche based on something that you have experience in, but you don't care about. Like one of our students in Nomad Freedom Academy, he has work experience in recruiting. So he was thinking, maybe my niche should be recruiting. But his passion was for home workouts because he has created his body through home workouts. So when he asked me, what should I do? I said, you know the answer. What you love the most and what you created a deep transformation from is your home workouts. If you choose the recruiting niche, you're going to get bored eventually and give up. So here's the shift. Stop asking, why isn't money coming? And start asking, what am I building that deserves to be paid? To affirm, write this in the comments. I stop waiting for money and start becoming someone who creates value. So, if you want abundance, you need to write down the following. Who you're here to help, who is your dream customer. For example, busy moms, spiritual people, burnt out lawyers, whoever consumes content in your niche. Next up, write down what problem are you here to solve? Okay, so what is this avatar, this customer struggling with? So a busy mom is probably struggling with time management, probably minimalism because they're overwhelmed with everything, having a baby, so they need organization. Third, write down what transformation can you guide? So usually your audience will be your younger self. So what transformation did you go through? What was the starting point and where are you now? For example, being overweight and then you got into shape. That's a transformation. And then lastly, what system are you willing to build? So for example, in my case, it's filming YouTube videos to get traffic to my program, Nomad Freedom Academy. But in your case, maybe it is creating a podcast, making TikTok videos, in-person events or retreats. What system will that be for you? What feels more aligned? What's more fun? Where do you spend most of your time? For example, I mostly watch YouTube and I watch very little TikTok. Now, different product works better for different people. So that's why I've made a video about best business models for spiritual people so you can find what works best for you, which business model. link in the pinned comment or somewhere around this video. Love you and see you in the next one.